Hi there, welcome to another educational video documenting my Web3 expedition. In this short video, we're going to cover everything you need to know about the town's airdrop, which is coming. There is an airdrop. We'll look at the stats related to the token distribution. The airdrop is going to be in Q2 of this year, which I believe is near. It may be of relevance to take Towns protocol seriously. Basically, Towns is an alternative to Telegram, but decentralized. The narrative is strong. You can accomplish everything you can on Telegram, but we're talking of a decentralized variant built on Base. We also know that Base is tokenless, so your interactions on Towns puts you on the Base chain, footprint wise. Now, that said, we will come back here. Now, as for the airdrop, there is indeed an airdrop. But before then, let's take a look at some stats. Some 1 million memberships have been purchased. Over $4.2 million have been spent on transactions. 300,000 plus group chats have been created. 10 million messages have been sent. It's a growing ecosystem. Towns Protocol has raised, I think, close to 40 million. Okay, so supply dynamics already exists. It's going to be 10 billion tokens. It will be launched on Base and Ethereum. Now, this Towns protocol is the foundation account. So they've instituted a foundation. 10% of the supply will be distributed to our biggest supporters in an initial airdrop to celebrate the launch. Now, this is basically a clue on the eligibility. It says biggest supporters. Here it talks about, some of the things showcased here is fee expenditure, 4.2 million. So fee may be a factor. Fee spent may be a factor. Okay. Now, speaking of fees spent, we will talk about that later on. I will feature 3 channels in the description, which you can join. 3 or 4, one is free, 2 are the most minimal price. I would also put one with a likely high price for those who want to go for that. That will be my approach in my case. Now, the reason I'm putting this in the description is because it's hard to find these channels on Towns directly. I don't know why it's like that, but if you click on the Explore page, there are just a handful of channels on display here. Okay. Some of them are gated, like this is gated based on an NFT, cannot join. This is cheap, so it will not earn you many points. We'll break down the points earning. Then if you scroll down, you will see that it stops here. So just a handful of options that you have. This is 1 ETH, and people have joined 197. I'm sure they're targeting a huge airdrop allocation there. Now you see this is gated. You are unlikely to be able to join. This is not too pricey. So even if you exhaust all the opportunities here, you would not have spent much. So I'll be putting additional channels in the description. One will be, highly priced to an extent. The other 2 are the most minimal price, and 1 is for my group, it's free to join that. Okay, so I've experimented. If you join a channel that costs $1 or so to join, for example, this Kaito Yapris channel, I think it's $1 or so, it's going to give you 100 or 200 points. I can't remember. I think $2 is 200 points, $100 is 100 points, but we'll break down the points. There are other ways to earn points that is now established, which we'll cover in the course of this video. Now, for those who don't want to spend, you have that option. Okay, it's just that it's harder to acquire points using without expenditure. Okay, now, of course, it's a productive place. You can build your community on here. You can incentivize your community to participate via tipping. So fund your wallet, for example, and then tip, it's loading, but I can tip this user if I so desire. Oh, that's my friend. Okay, tip, send a custom amount or any of the amounts shown here. Now, tipping, it's also established that it earns you points. But I will uncover something about that because I've tried tipping a lot. I don't think I've earned points as a result of tipping. So it looks like there's a minimum amount to tip by that will earn you points. We'll break that down, but we're still in an introductory phase. Now for tokenomics, 57% is due to community in the form of airdrops, community initiatives, grants, governance, team, and investors 35%, 8% to initial node operators and delegators. Now that's interesting there. I would have to find out in another video if it's possible to run a node. Now the whole of this is powered by nodes. By the way, you can check the network here. So people are contributing nodes to ensure that this exists. And so it's basically a blockchain. Okay, so you can see evidence of that here. Okay, so and to ensure that information stays it's encrypted, by the way, and information stays decentralized on a chain, tamper proof and stuff like that. Okay, so let's proceed. So Towns protocol is self-sustaining. Once again, they are highlighting fees. Fees from memberships, tips, trading, and other transactions flow back into the Towns ecosystem through automatic mechanisms such as buying and burning tokens, fueling the network and reinforcing community ownership of the protocol. So they are highlighting very strongly here that, you know, to improve the value proposition of the Towns token in eventuality, they will need to buy back and burn. And to raise that revenue, they will likely do so from the fees generated on the platform. So they are likely to incentivize fee expenditure from the end user strongly. That's my perception. Now, traditional messaging apps connected the world. Towns takes the next step. It gives communities ownership, which is true, brings messaging on chain, and opens the door to what social fi can be. Left to me, this can turn out a huge project, you know, and at the very least, you don't lose because of the productivity it brings. How does Towns power the Towns ecosystem? Secures the network through proof of stake, so governance, enables protocol features and functionality, give holders decision-making power over protocol evolution. The more Towns grows, the more Towns strengthens the network. Okay, so that's it. And you will see the type of interaction on the post from Relay, from one of the builders on Base. Strong project based on my perception. Okay, so now let's go to some vital information now pertaining to earning points. Okay, so I saw this article which was interesting to me. You can follow this user on X. Okay, and it was more in-depth than my coverage so far of Towns. I've done multiple videos about Towns. I've not covered it this in depthly because I've not been able to. I relied on my experiments and but this is more in depth. It's relying more on theory. So if you scroll down very quickly, you will see a breakdown of complete your profile. Okay, so this is one recommendation. You know, you want to stand out. So I did a video before this, by the way, you know, but I'm now redoing the video. In that video, I talked about, you know, eliminating the chance that you are CBIL and all that by doing the basics, such as adding a profile picture, you know, like an that will take the form of an NFT to your profile, and that will give you a check mark. So you'll see that Crypto Chris here has a check mark. This user doesn't. Okay, so if you click here, you can link your wallet so that it features existing NFTs associated with your personal wallet. If that's not an option, you can just use a profile picture. Local picture from your local, and it will take the form of an NFT. So do those basics. If you like, you can add your ENS display name if you have one. If you so desire, you can link your accounts, such as your social media accounts and stuff like that. Okay. Now, That's what is being highlighted here. Now, okay, so you're all set to join and explore towns to collect beaver points. Go to, I would likely join this channel if it has, a high pricing on it for me, so here it says you'll earn 2,000 points per 0.01 ETH spent on joining towns. I've earned around 3,000 points. I've joined some channels myself. I try to target the one where I pay more. It's better. It's also better productively. There will be fewer people inside. It's more serious. Okay, so now this 0.01 ETH, I think it's around maybe $18 or so. Okay, so now he's speculating that 0.01 ETH may be the minimum expenditure. So, you may want to follow that and spend the minimum. Okay, it doesn't have to be on one channel, multiple channels over time. Okay, now if we scroll down, tipping. So it's based on this imagery, 2,000 points per 0.01 ETH spent. Then earn points by tipping. I've tried tipping, but I've not earned points. So I likely need to up the tip amount to be able to earn points. But you don't earn much from tipping. So maybe that's why I didn't notice. It looks like when your tips accumulate to 0.01 ETH is when you'll earn 33 points. Now, this is for people that don't want... Apologies. This is for people that don't want to spend. You can be in my free channel, check in per day, 1 point, 2 points, 3 points based on a streak. 30 points, 30 day and beyond, you start earning 30 points per day. Apologies for that. So for this one, there's no obvious way of checking in on the application than opening it up and at least put up a chat. Okay, maintain a streak per day. There is an increment. 30 day, you earn 30 points on the 30th day. It's likely 31 points on the 31st day, stuff like that. So a good way also of earning points. It's even faster than tipping, left to me. Could be. Okay, so that breaks down points earning. And so he's also recommending high fees town. Okay, so let's see. Special towns based on city community. These certain towns receive additional rewards for their members. Most probably towns drop connect your NFT wallets in profile. Yeah, so those gated communities are good ones. The issue is that you may not like for me, I don't have NFTs associated with many of these projects. Let's see the image. Okay, so so there is towns insider. So I'll look to join some of this, but the NFT related ones I will not be able to join. Like Meme Land requires you to have certain NFT. I just have the token for Penguin. I don't have the NFT. I do have the token. So these are NFT oriented. Okay, ETH token town for holders of $100 or more of Mug Pepper. So one may buy this to be able to gain entry. There's also base town token for holders of $100 or more of the following tokens. So I fall in this category, so I may be able to, but in this case you will likely need to link your wallet because generally when you sign up on Towns, you sign up with an email. A wallet is instituted for you, so you will likely need to link your wallet, which is your personal wallet, so that it can read and identify your holdings. So I do fall in the category of one of the channels there, based on my base token, my tokens held on the base chain, which is interesting. Okay, so very insightful. And basically all you need, all you need to earn. Now, I don't know where this publication is. I've really ransacked Towns. I'm still doing so to find the source of this publication. Okay, so review Towns. You can trade by dollar ticker, stay active to earn check-in points. Make sure to connect all accounts in your profile. You can tip any message, so make sure to do at least once. Download Towns app and sign in for easy use could be a criteria. I think I've downloaded the app in the past, but I found it difficult to use on a phone. Okay, so let's see here. I'll put all the information in the description. Time to end this video. To conclude, visit airdropc.com and submit your email to subscribe to airdrop reminders. I'm working on 100 solid airdrop opportunities. Now I will have a full-fledged publication to add for Towns. 100 solid airdrop publications, each with its own 100 solid airdrop prospects, each with its own publication tutorial, is going to be ready soon. I'm currently working on the publication, but the airdrop, I've surpassed 100 already of them. I'll be sending it out to email subscribers, so submit your email here. Then you can contact me using this contact form, this Telegram, and this Twitter. So check the description. All the information pertaining to Towns and other airdrops will be there. Also on board on Kaito. I'll add Kaito in the description. It's also in the social category if you are looking for one place that is the source for many airdrops. This is recommended. Kaito, on board with your X account and start interacting like you normally do on X, covering the subject of Web3, and you'll be positioned for many airdrops. Do so organically. So all this information will be in the description. Stay awesome, take action.